Ooh, welcome back, everybody. We just finished the Corrupted Monk, got the next piece needed to make it to the Divine Realm, but most importantly, we got the ability to breathe underwater. So I'm going to do a quick video where we do a little bit of backtracking. First, we want to explore the river and the lake in this very area. So come around to here, but make sure you crouch down so you don't alert this guy. Make sure you got your puppeteer ninjutsu ready. And activate it for worlds of fun. Make sure you stand back because you can take friendly damage, friendly fire. It does need to be said that just because he's a hulking brute, he does move very slow, and there's like 5 or 6 of them. So he can be defeated. Or in the case of this, that he doesn't kill them quickly enough for the puppeteer ninjutsu to fade off. So you have to finish him off. Alright, so with that done, we're gonna jump into the lake here. Or the river. And we get the tutorial for how to swim. You use right trigger to dive, left trigger to surface, and you can still dash and attack and block and do all the things. So dive into the water, and you can come up here where there are some man-eating fish that die in one hit, much like most beasts, but still, as you can tell, should not be underestimated. They still hurt. Come over to here to get some precious bait, which we will use much later. Then come to the end here where the waterfall is, and you can jump over it and down to the next area. Take a little bit of damage, but turn around and there's a chest that you can jump up to. That I believe contains divine grass. Dive back in. Continue down. Sorry, I missed that treasure carp. I had to sneeze. Let's back up. Try to get him to respawn. No? Oh, there he is. Chase after him. If they run away, and try to get him wedged on a wall as best you can. You kind of just have to get lucky. If you miss that treasure carp, don't worry about it. We should be getting enough to cover us. So continue on. Keep an eye out for items. And you come to the lake. Dive in here, and there's a number of man-eating fish and treasure carp. Namely, one with red eyes. That drops the red carp eyes, which is an item required to finish the surgeon in the Abandoned Dungeons questline if you decided to sacrifice Kotaro or Jinzaemon to him. Since we never bothered to do that, the red carp eyes are just going to be sold for us. trying to clear out all the man-eating fish before I do all my looting. Come on. You kind of just have to awkwardly swipe at them. Combat in the water is not the best. With them down, we can come down here for the real treasure. Open this up to get a prayer bead, which is our 4th one. And come back over here for light coin purse, and I forget what this is. Oh, 2 light coin purses. Sweet. And now that we've got everything in here, you can do one of 2 things. You can jump out of the water and start making your way over to the sculptor's idol, or you can use your homeward idol. Let's just make our way back. Not even worry about them. Let's rest. And we can enhance our physical attributes now. And travel to Senpo Temple, Mount Congo Temple grounds. Where we have another lake. More of a pond, really. And if you were not able to kill the 2 treasure carps in here on our first visit, now you have a slightly easier time doing so. So jump down into here. You take a little damage, that's okay. We want to dive under, where there is the Holy Chapter Infested, which is an item needed for one of the endings, so we have to get that in order to get Platinum Trophy. And over here is a submerged statue with another prayer bead. Here, instead of having to fight the dogs again, I'm going to use my homeward idol to travel back. And then we want to travel to the Riven Cave in the Sunken Valley. Where we actually want to backtrack to the pool where the giant snake attacked us. Now we can dive down to get a few items. One being directly underneath us for a treasure carp scale. Be on the lookout for man-eating fish throughout this whole pond. Yashirika's sugar. I always forget the precise locations of everything in here, so I have to wander around for a little bit. There's a treasure carp over here. Here's the man-eating fish. Let's see here, they were guarding a Gachin's sugar. Another item over here. And there's the bulging coin purse. Last thing is over here. With 2 more fish. And it should be a nice upgrade material. So with all that in hand, we can homeward idle back out again. And travel to the Ashina depths, and notice that the Guardian Ape's burrow is now blocked out. There's a new mini-boss that's taken the place of the Headless Ape that we're going to tackle. So instead travel to the Poison Pool. Remember here, there's always this enemy up here we want to take care of first. Not only because he'll see you, but it's free experience. We can come back here, stick to the wall so that the other cannoneer doesn't see you. I'm not going to bother to take care of him though. And we have another Shichimen warrior. So this being our apparition, we need the Phoenix's Lilac Umbrella and Divine Confetti. And now, though, we have the Mottled Purple Gourd and Pacifying Agent. This guy works exactly the same as the previous one. Use your Divine Confetti and go ham on him as best you can. Watch out for opportunities to pull up an anti-air death blow. And make sure you have your Phoenix's Lilac Umbrella equipped. Aw, missed it. So when that happens, he's gonna go to the other side. There he is. You can do this, and then this. Get an attack on him. Re-up the Divine Confetti. Let's sprint back over to the other side. Hit the umbrella. Follow-up attack. Ow. When you do the Divine, the Lilac Umbrella, it takes away your Divine Confetti. Let's Model Purple Gourd, let's Divine Confetti, let's Pellet, not Pellet, Healing Gourd. Run around all these orbs that are coming at me real quick. Ooh, the big ones. Now we can start attacking. Now he's gonna disappear. Come back this way. Lock. Attack. Let's heal. Let's Divine Confetti. Let's attack. He's gonna disappear. Attack back. Since he's so close, I'm not going to bother with another Divine Confetti. Oh, he's going to disappear again, which means I can heal. There he is. Umbrella. Attack. Oh, he's going to do it again. Oh, that was close. watch out for all these orbs that are just slowly homing in. And we got him. And he drops the Malcontent's ring, which is necessary for a specific Shinobi tool upgrade. And again, since there's a trophy for getting every upgrade, we need it. And you re-up the Sculptor's Idol here, so that's nice. Unfortunately, no prayer bead. So with that, we're gonna continue our story. And ideally, we want to tell Lord Kuro that we have gotten the, what was it called, Shelter Stone? The next ingredient in the Divine Aroma. However, notice that the upper tower, Kuro's room, has been blacked out. And in fact, if you go to Ashina Castle, all of the Sculptor's Idols have been blacked out. This occurs when you beat the Corrupted Monk. You forward the game time to dusk, which changes everything in Ashina Castle. The only entrance now is the abandoned dungeon. But before we go there, let's actually travel to the underground waterway of the abandoned dungeon. If you come into the waterway here, we can now dive to find some fish. And in this waterway should be some light coin purses. And if you remember the surgeon, there's a back entrance to his lair, his lab, along with a ceramic shard. This way, you can open his lab the normal way by sending either Kitaro or Jinzaemon to him for his experiments. Which, if you do, when you revisit them from the abandoned dungeon entrance, whichever person you sent will be there with red eyes and open up a can of whoop butt on ya. You can then get a red lump from them. But as I find that unnecessary, you can just come in the back way here, get that Mibu balloon, and a pacifying agent, and Dosako's note. None of which are necessary, but they're nice.
Shinobi no kata, shisai wa yoken?
Instead of talking, try to open. Then come through here. If you want to kill the prisoners, then make sure you have the flame vent equipped. And now we have Okinaga's flame vent, which acts as a flamethrower. If you hit right trigger and then hold, let up of right trigger and then hold right trigger, it'll be a continuous flamethrower. However, you don't need the flamethrower, just one blast will do. You do have to hold it though. So with that, we've made it back to the Sculptor's Idol, the only Sculptor's Idol in Ashina Castle we can make it. Refill my spirit emblems. And that'll end our little diversion. If you want, you can go back to Hirata Estate and finally take care of those treasure carp that were underneath the water by the pot noble. But we should not need to. We should be able to get enough treasure carp scales without them. So I'll hold that off as a last-ditch attempt if needed. When we come back, we'll start tackling Ashina Castle for the second time. Until then, stay safe.